Welcome back to Warehouse and Operations as a Career. We've got a special treat today. I'm really excited about our interview. This gentleman actually trained me on the high-rise machine. I guess you could say he kind of launched my warehouse career in a way. Today we'll hear kind of that classic job to career story that's right up WAOC's intentions, which is advancement and a career. Mike, thanks for visiting with us, taking a couple of minutes today out of your time. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, man, it's no problem. Hope everything goes good for us on this.
So, Mike, what was it that you were doing before you got into warehousing?
Well, whenever I got into warehousing, before I got into warehousing, I was doing apartment maintenance, and I was doing apartment new construction from ground up and to totally, completely done. And then it was cold out there in the winter months and stuff, so I figured that I needed a different opportunity, a different career, so I ended up choosing to get into the warehousing food distribution.
Great. And now I understand that you started out in high-rise selection. Of course, I think you did that for quite a while. And what made you decide that you were going to tell us a little bit about that, and then tell us what made you decide you were going to move into another department?
Well, yeah, in 1985, I was able to land a job in the warehousing field. And I actually started out as a regular order selector on the night shift, evening shift, and then I kind of got bored with that, so I've done that for a few years, and then I was able to get transferred to high-rise and pulling orders in the high-rise, and I don't even know if they still use that kind of equipment and stuff, but it was kind of a risky job, but end up getting into the high rise, and the supervisors was happy with my job workmanship that I was doing and stuff, and so they transferred me to the high rise department.
Very cool. And then you from high rise, where did you go? I know you made several different career moves.
Yeah, I've done I was on the night shift and everything for like 8.5 years, and then I was able to get a transfer to the day shift, and whenever I went to the days, I started out in the maintenance department working on the equipment that we had back then. And so, I mean, I was still going in, say, like sometimes 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was able to drive a forklift to help finish up the night crew, and then I would start my daily routine as doing building maintenance or equipment maintenance. So it helped me out a lot, taught me a lot of different things.
Very cool, very cool. And I think about that time you had mentioned that you gave supervision a spin for a while also.
Yes, I did. Well, after several years, and then I had talked to the supervisors and stuff, and about going to the freezer as a supervisor on the night shift. And about that time is whenever they was introducing the body printers, the waste printers, and the lasers and stuff to make everything more efficient, less errors, and all that stuff. So that caught me, and I was interested in that, so I wanted to be a part of it, and we ended up implementing it to the company, and everything so far is good.
Yeah, that had to be an exciting time. All the automated selection and the scanning or the WMS systems, that had to be a very interesting time to be involved in it. So then you, I guess you moved out of supervision and then went to the maintenance arena?
Well, actually, after I got out of the supervision part of it, being a single dad and single father and stuff, really felt like that I needed to go back to spend some time with my daughter and everything. So I was able to get a transfer back to the days, and I was a freezer forklift operator for many years, and then the supervisors was happy with what I was doing as far as my productivity, my being safe on the equipment and doing it very efficiently and stuff. And so then I became a frozen food receiver. I was receiving frozen food every day. And then later on had some vision problems and stuff. So then I was able to get transferred back into the maintenance field, working on the equipment and stuff. And
Mike, that's a really interesting story. And is perfect for what we're trying to do here at Warehouse and Operations as a career, showing, everything that you do, really do a good job of it. Have your goal in front of you, and it's very much possible to move between, keep advancing within that career. That's a very, very good story. If you had just a couple of tips for a young man or woman just kind of starting out in the job in warehousing, what kind of advice could you give them? What do you think's the most important things that they should either pay attention to or that they should try to do?
In the warehousing and stuff, you always have to be safe. You always have to know your surroundings. You're really not the only people in the warehouse. There's other people. And so being safe is a main priority. You got to work safe. You got to work smart. But in the warehousing industry, there is a lot of opportunities and stuff, but you just have to take and present yourself. I've heard in some of the other portions of these interviews and stuff that that safety and it's all a main priority. You show your supervisors that you're interested in your workmanship and you work hard for them, and then you get the recognition that you put out there, and it becomes a long life thing. It's a career, and it always has its benefits at the end with retirement programs, and it's a real good thing.
It is a great field, isn't it? And you're absolutely right. You show up for work on time. You come to work for your shifts. You take advantage of every opportunity that you're given. That's why we're so passionate about operations, I guess. We love warehousing. Mike, I want to thank you for taking a few minutes with us today, and a big thank you to our listeners for catching the show. I love these examples when we set our goals, work hard, and apply ourselves, take every opportunity to learn how we can achieve that career that we've earned. Next week, we'll be discussing the position of order selecting, kind of what I consider the backbone of distribution. Have a great week, and let's be safe out there, both personally and professionally.